like this, if you know say you never marry and you get plan to marry, this video na video wey you need to listen to today. So, and as they watch am, not be only you, make sure say you share and give your friends and family members who never marry. May they watch this video. When I see the video first.
So when I was dating my wife, I think we were engaged as of the time. I went to visit her in Hull because she went to Hull Medical School, and I spent a couple of days. But there was something she was doing. She would go out and buy groceries and come back, and I didn't give her money. She did it the first time. I was feeling like Abby babe. So I will now say, hey, you're back. Welcome. Because I came to visit her, so I wasn't going anywhere. I was in the house. She's the one that will go out and come back. It wasn't sitting down well with me. So one day I called her, and she doesn't see anything wrong with it because, you know, she's Oyibo background. She was born and brought up there. Independence is their second name. They don't understand when somebody is paying their bills or providing. She has never understood it. I called her because the Igbo man in me rebelled. I said, see, this thing you're doing, don't try it again. As long as we are in this house, if you want to go and buy bread, ask me for money. Because you see, there is something in a man. Some call it ego, but there is something that God has put in a man to provide. I don't know what it is, but there is a man is built to not just protect, but provide. Ladies, pay attention. If you're courting or dating somebody that is comfortable with being jobless because you have a good job, run. Is a red flag. And the reason why that is because when God created Adam, the first thing God gave Adam was a job. Go and read Genesis. Then when Adam was working, because all locally the job was too much, Adam told, God said, it is no good for this man to be alone. Let us give him a helper. So one of the primary purpose of a wife is to help, to support what the man is doing. Not to be a breadwinner or a provider. Now, don't get me wrong or misquote me. There is nothing wrong with a woman. Maybe the husband was laid off work and they are looking for work, or the husband is trying this new thing and he has not paid yet, and she has a job and she's supporting. That is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. But you see that one that the man is now comfortable with being, because you have a good job, red flag. Run. There is something wrong with that, because a normal man is not supposed to go without having that thing in him, checking him to provide for the wife. And this has nothing to do with, oh, when we marry, he will change. Listen, I have been married for 3 years. Next month, November 21st, makes me 3 years of marriage. I'm still very young in this thing. But you see, my little 3 years, one thing I have come to realize is this. Anything your partner used to do before marriage only amplifies and multiplies after marriage. So if he used to be on his phone for 30 minutes before marriage, after marriage he'll be on his phone for 5 hours. So he's beating you now. Yeah, you guys are still dating and cutting, and you say he will change. He promised he will change when we marry. When you marry and enter that house, that they will carry is your corpse they will carry out of that house. Do you know why? You cannot change what you did not create. You cannot change a mind. You cannot change a human being. What changes people is when the Spirit of God rests on them and they begin to have change in character. So when you think you can change your partner when you marry, you're joking, my friend. So you don't enter the institution of marriage with senses or what you see. You know, men are moved by what they see. Oh, she has she has gone to do a big backyard, or she has a front, and you go and marry somebody based off of what you're seeing with your eyes. My brother, I tell you this for free. People that are now divorced, there used to be a time where they tell their partner, I cannot do without you. They can't stay without being with each other. Now they can't set their eyes on each other. Do you know why? You do not enter the marriage institution with your eyes. The marriage institution Am I not too young to say this? The marriage institution was not even created by a man. It was created by a deity called God. So for you to be even enter that institution, you need a higher power. That is why, my friends, if you're about to date somebody, everything looks right, everything is perfect, but you're getting red check. I mean, you think about the future, you're panicking. Wait, pray, because your spirit will never lie to you. Or you want to get into a business, the people look right, the paperwork looks good, but there is something inside your spirit that is just not comfortable. Tell them you will get back to them, because your spirit will never lie to you. What most men now do is that they spend their time chasing after their girlfriends, and what they eventually do is they go and marry their girlfriends and date their wives. Because your wife was the one, that time you didn't have anything. This lady helped you suffer, put things together, and now you have touched more money. You are now beginning to look for those ones that are appealing to the eye. You're going to get into trouble. Because you don't place value on the things the eye can see. So I like Coca-Cola. I like Sosa. I'm a brand ambassador of Sosa. But I don't use because of the packaging and go and buy it. It's the content. So we have a generation of people, not all, but most of us, have now neglected the value, the content of a person, and we now pay attention to what is. Let me tell you the truth. When you are fighting with somebody that the world considers beautiful, you will not see the beauty. Oh, you don't know? When you marry somebody and the person is so beautiful, the people say, oh, your husband is so cute. When that man, that thing, that demon inside of him begins to come out, you will not see the beauty. So you have to pay attention to the heart. It is the heart. I don't know why I'm led to say this. There is somebody this is for. There are some of you ladies, you were so good to men, but you have been broke. Your heart have been broken in so many places by a few men that do not understand the value of who you are or what you have. God gave you a beautiful heart. You used to be so loving and so kind, and you started dating these people and they messed you up, broke your heart, started misbehaving, and you swore never to be nice to men. You said, in fact, you're going to be wicked to men, you're going to sleep with as many men, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. Don't do that, because you see what the devil is trying to do is to change your heart. And once your heart is changed, God cannot use the heart. Listen to me. The issue of life and death is in the heart. God uses the heart as the engine to take you to your destiny. So when the devil begins to make you change your good ways because of certain people that he brought into your life so that you become bad, it is not you they are attacking. It is the destiny that is ahead of you they are attacking. And you see women now say, if he's not using iPhone 15, if he's not driving a Benz, I don't want. Shame on you. Shame on you, because you have placed the value of a human being on material things. Do you remember the last time, that time you were so obsessed with iPhone 9? If you don't get it, you will die. iPhone 10, if you don't get it, it's like the whole world. Now, where is that phone? Do you know how many of my friends that control billions that don't give a damn what is iPhone 15? They don't care. Nobody is saying that there's anything wrong with material things. But when you are now obsessed and you put a whole human being, attach a whole human being to a material, you have lost the value of life and you will make a big mistake. So you've been dating somebody and you guys have not sat down. He has not sat down to ask you, so what's your plan? What do you want to achieve in life? She has not asked you, so what's your 5-year plan? Even if you don't have 5-year plan, at least have a plan. They said whoever fails to plan has planned to fail. Oh, the one that is important, Alpha Mosi now, come to the house. And probably the person now gets pregnant and you now decide to marry the person based off of circumstance. Don't marry because of where you are. Marry based off of where you're going. Marriage is a journey. You don't marry because, oh, she used to give me something or he used to give me something, and you know that that is not going to be your permanent state. But you now marry based off of sentiment of where you are. And because you marry based off of where you are, the person you married has no business with your destiny. So you now marry, you now say, this is not the man I used to know, because he has expired in your hand. His job was supposed to help you at that particular time of your life and leave you. Not everybody that comes to your life is for dating. Not everybody that comes to your life is for marriage. Now the person now leaves, or God takes the person away, and you start feeling suicidal. That is not how it's done. Now, I'm saying this because I saw a video of a young woman. You can tell. When you see genuine people, you know. It's always good to hear the both sides of the story. But any man that will abandon his children, let's say you have a problem with your spouse, but you see your children, the one you have the heart to now leave your children, there is something wrong with you. But I don't blame him, I blame the woman, because you must have seen traits of these things, but you neglected it. You neglected it. You didn't see it as anything. So women, I'm pleading. Forgive me, my voice is going high. And men, don't marry based off of what you're seeing. Take that person back into the place of prayer. I don't see why you want a phone, you fast for it. You want a car, you want a business, you do how many days fast, and you want to settle down and you're basing it. No, that is when you go and cry out to the Lord. Because there are hidden things in the heart of man that is only God can reveal it to you. But you see these men that are comfortable without job, they are fine. And they prefer the woman going to work and bring food. Run.